And then, as usual, it's a Revenue Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we bring one of our favorite products in, someone from one of our favorite products, usually a partnerships person like Luis, to show us how to set up and sell a service on top of the platform. That's the whole focus. So we're not here just to learn about what the product does. We're here to learn how it fits into our stack and what other agencies are doing to make money on top of the product. Okendo is a perfect example of one of those products that supports really awesome services. You can implement, you can optimize, you can sell retainers on top of it. You can do a whole lot depending on what type of agency you are. This one is, of course, e-commerce focused, so we're going to stick to that. But Luis, why don't you introduce yourself and Okendo real quick?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Alex and Melissa, and I appreciate you guys setting aside time for us to talk about different ways that you can set up and service e-com reviews and automations for Shopify brands, leveraging Okendo. Just to introduce myself, like Alex said, my name is Louis. I've been in the world of e-commerce for a little over 7 years now. I got my start working at a fashion brand called Rebecca Minkoff, doing e-commerce and operations for them. From there, I moved into the agency world, working for a development agency called One Rockwell. My role was more focused on client acquisition there, so I did a lot of sales, marketing, and partnerships for them. And after my time at 1R, I transitioned over to the technology side, working at Okendo. So here I work as our East Coast partner manager. So I work directly with all of the agencies on the East Coast of the United States and some folks in Spain and South America and Canada as well. Really go to market with service offerings, enabling them to leverage our product and bring more value to their client base. So today I'm going to be walking you through 2 different agency services that you can provide your clients through Okendo, and also speak about our agency partnership program. So just a little bit about Okendo. We are a certified Shopify Plus application, and we're a marketing platform with a suite of tools that enable brands to collect and showcase reviews, user-generated content, so photos, videos on site. And we enable merchants to build trust, drive conversions, and really maximize customer lifetime value. And so the first thing you'll need to know is why should you consider selling this product? Why should you consider recommending Okendo to your clients or reviews to your clients? And here at Okendo, we've seen that over 99.9% of customers read product reviews and engage with them before making a purchase. And I'm sure everyone on this call can attest, once you're serious about buying an item, you're definitely going to look at the reviews, maybe even some photos to get feedback from consumers who've already engaged with it. On top of that, we've seen that customers are willing to spend an additional 31% more with a brand that has excellent reviews. And so going back to that initial slide, you should consider recommending Okendo and reviews in general to your clients, because it's going to drive more sales by improving buyer confidence, and also by leveraging social proof throughout your website and email and other channels. You're going to increase really just confidence in your customer in your product. And that'll help boost things like average order value, conversion rate, etc. When you're thinking about the type of client or the ideal client profile for this type of product, we're typically going to be working with direct-to-consumer brands on Shopify. So Okendo is exclusive to the Shopify platform, and we're working with over 5,000 brands in that space. Most of our clients are typically apparel, beauty, some health and wellness, or accessories and CPG. And typically our brands are going to live within that 1 to 50 million gross merchandise volume sweet spot. When you're thinking of the time it'll take to really learn how to use the product and implement it and integrate it with other technologies in your client's stack, we've seen that it typically takes about 1 to 2 weeks to really become certified experts in Okendo. And when it comes to interacting with our product outside of, really implementing the technology for your clients, at the end of the day, it's going to be a referral-based tool that you can become an expert in, a certified expert in. And so now the first service that we're going to run through today is really the implementation of our application. So Okendo has a wealth of resources available for merchants and agencies when it comes to getting started with our platform, or even migrating from a competitor. And through the service, you can help your clients with the migration of their reviews, the implementation of their platforms, and the configuration of features, integrations, even the look and feel of the app. So here's an example of Naywai's mobile experience of the Okendo widget. And you'll notice that everything's been designed out to be on brand with the other elements of Naywai's website. So colorways, typography, sizing, spacing, border thickness, etc. Merchants tend to not have a lot of strength when it comes to designing the Okendo widget, and we really lean on our agency partners to be the key stakeholder and the guide here. Of course, Okendo can come in and support any effort. Say if you're like a marketing agency and you don't necessarily want to be supporting with the implementation aspect, we still have customer success teams on deck to help you with this as well. In addition to the implementation of the app, typically customers are going to be migrating reviews from other platforms out in market. And that's another great way for agencies to step in and provide value to their clients. And so when it comes to timeline for implementing Okendo, this is typically what we'll see in market to date, that it will take 1 to 2 weeks to deploy Okendo onto a client's website. That 1 to 2 week breakdown is the first 2 days are typically installing the application and migration of the reviews. From there, it will take 2 to 3 days to style the widget. An additional 2 to 3 days to configure any of the features, so Q&A, attributes, any type of rewards functionality. The last 3 days are spent on testing and tweaking the application, and then we take a day for deployment. So we always tell our clients it's going to take about 1 to 2 weeks of deployment time, but the biggest factor here is really responsiveness and the amount of revisions that the merchant comes to the table with. If they're okay with the first look and feel, we've seen this take even 1 to 3 days for the entire process. Like I said earlier, whether the agency is leading this process or if they prefer Okendo to do it, you'll have access to a dedicated success manager who can help you by developing and leading a deployment plan, providing platform training, and after they go live with Okendo, they can continue to do account optimization. So overall, the time to learn the service would be about 1 to 2 weeks. In terms of how much to bill a client, we've seen on average that our agency partners bill about 1 to 3 days of billing time to set up the service. The steps to setting up those service are just as outlined before. You really install the app and you install the widget. You configure the features and the integrations, and then you test. And here I've supplied some help center documentation too. I love avoiding death by PowerPoint here as well, or death by demo. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples of this out in the wild. So here is Okendo on Ilia Beauty. Ilia Beauty is a skincare brand. Gorgeous website, very clean look and feel. They do a great job of leveraging video content to really facilitate product education on their website. You run through ingredients and different product, variants that help their product stand apart from other other brands. Here's an example of actually a Nosto widget and how Okendo is able to integrate with Nosto to feed star ratings, average star ratings onto a product recommendation carousel. Another service that you can provide for your clients is just integrating Okendo to other pieces of technology. Further down is an example of Okendo's media gallery. And this is great if you have any clients who want to do more with media content on their website or really highlight their community or showcase like results, like after results, say with like hair care or skincare. You can leverage media content directly from their community in this gallery here. As you see, as I hover over each media thumbnail, there's a testimonial directly from the customer as well as a star rating. And if you click into the photo, you'll also see that we pop up a media carousel as well. As we click through the carousel to look at different photos and videos, you'll note that we're showing the product that was used here by the customer and their product review as well. Further down this website, you'll see the Okendo widget. Note how we're able to change the look and feel to match the brand's design guidelines. And we're also showcasing different attributes. And this is another way that you can help your customers by setting up this attribute data for them so that they capture zero-party data directly from their customers. Here, Ilia Beauty, being a skincare brand, is showcasing attributes such as skin type, skin tone, undertone, skin concern, and age range. And this is great to really increase the relevancy of review and the context. You see here, this review just says, this product is the bomb, natural and soft. You're not really understanding more beyond the copy that the customer provided. But here you can get a more crystal clear picture of the concern of the customer and their skin type. It's also great because you can filter down based off of these characteristics too. And you can even sync this data over to Klaviyo or Attentive so that you can have curated email campaigns go out based off of these attributes. And I'll show you some examples of that later in the presentation. And just to showcase the type of resources that we have available online. And of course, you'll always have priority support directly from our team. We have a wealth of getting started with Okendo, documentations here. And if you know the client's plan size, we have even more articles depending on that as well. So here for onboarding onto the power plan, you can see different pieces of resources and guides on how to set up and send email, set up moderation, etc. But our team will also be here to guide you every step of the way. We also provide templates for importing reviews directly into Okendo from any source. Awesome. And to dive into our backend management console to showcase what you guys would be doing for your clients from a display standpoint, we actually released an update to this section of our management console today, just this morning. So this is live as of today. And you'll be able to go in here to customize the look and feel of the Okendo app for your clients, depending on their requirements from a design standpoint. So say if you wanted to adjust the look and feel of the reviews widget for your clients, super easy to do. To install it, you just add this snippet into their theme. You just copy it below into their theme code, wherever you want the widget to appear. And we also have app blocks available for any 2.0 online stores on Shopify. And we have resource guidelines for that too. Within the general section, you can include different features like a Q&A tab, or you can hide the widget if there's no reviews. You can set up style guidelines. And this is great because you can get really into the trenches here to change any element of the widget from a styling standpoint, or you can just have our auto styling take care of it. So if you know the 3 colors that a brand uses, you can pop that in here, step and fill, and we'll automatically apply those colors to the entire widget experience. Or you can dive in and get really in the weeds with the sizing, spacing, width, weight, colors, etc. You're able to edit the look and feel of these aggregate modules here at the top of our widget. So you can add the number of blocks. Here's in this example, we have 3 different blocks. You can change the width. So let's say if your client wants to really hone in on the reviews and have that, take up all the real estate up top, you can do that. You can censor it or something like that. Or you can have it be a bit more balanced like it was in the original example. Say if the client wants to highlight less media here, it's really easy to do. You can just lower the amount of columns or rows here, and it'll automatically update in this real-time preview. You can even see a mobile example too. And then if you would like to change the look and feel of the reviews widget down here, you can just pop into reviews. From here, you can enable or disable different features. You can also choose what type of reviews you want to show first. So if you want to anchor the widget based off of media reviews with media content first, you can do that, or like the most helpful reviews or highest rated ones, totally up to you. You can also indicate how many reviews you want to showcase within the initial load. This is great for making sure that you have the most minimal impact to page speed as possible. So you're only going to be loading content from 5 reviews. And then you can also change the layout of the review. So say if you're working with, say, a high-end luxury fashion brand and they want very minimal reviews, you can go ahead and do that and maybe remove the attributes or remove some more elements there. Or if you have, say, a skincare brand and you really want to showcase a testimonial from the customer, you can change the look and feel to have it be these cards or bricks, depending, to feature that testimonial from the customer. You can also even add in the attribute data too. Another way to do it is you can have a carousel to show different reviews and have the user swipe right and left instead of scrolling up and down. So a lot of customization options available. And for all of our agency partners, we're always happy to give a sandbox environment so that they're able to go in and play with the technology. Another thing to note here is our attribute section. So another way that you can help your clients set up with Okendo. Attributes are a great way to increase the amount of context in a review. So, and they're really easy to set up. So this is for a fashion collection. So think like apparel, ready to wear. And if you wanted to add in information about like the fit of the product, you would just select any type of attribute you want, type in the title. The fit is too tight, too large, or just right, or you can type in literally anything you want. And what's great is you're going to be capturing this data directly from the customer, and you're going to be setting up the parameters of that data that's being captured. Awesome. So to move on to the second agency service that you can layer on top of Okendo as an agency, especially as an email marketing agency such as Email All-Stars, you can go ahead and set up review capture and automations through Okendo and through some of our key partners such as Klaviyo, PostScript, Attentive, and Omnisend. So you can set up these automations for review request sequencing, and you can even optimize them with incentivization, such as rewards. And all of these automations and review request sequences also need design support as well, as you're going to want to make sure that any email or any text message is going to be, on brand with the rest of the customer journey. We've seen brands get very creative with our Klaviyo integration in particular, where they can trigger certain flows to fire off once a review is captured. And I pulled an example of a Klaviyo flow here that's being triggered when someone leaves a review with Okendo, or they create an Okendo review. From here to wait 10 minutes, and then there's going to be a split based off of the rating of the review. So if a customer leaves a 5-star review, they'll receive this custom branding, we're happy, you're happy. From here, I've seen folks do things like a referral friend type of flow, maybe some type of loyalty flow from here. If it's, 3 stars or lower, it can be something like, how can we improve? We can also trigger the gorgeous integration here as well. So that way it'll automatically create a help desk ticket so that, your customer service team can jump in and see if there was an issue with the order. And the same goes with this 1-star review as well. It's important to note too, you can also reward customers throughout this process as well with coupon codes or loyalty points if you have a loyalty provider like Loyalty Lion or Smile.io. And so when it comes to learning the service, typically it can be very comprehensive and layered into any email marketing or SMS marketing service. So it can take about 2 to 3 weeks. And what we've seen other brands charge for the setup of the service is 2 to 3 days of billing time. And the amount of hours we expect for you to optimize this monthly to charge on like a retainer basis would be about 2 to 10. And just to demo what that looks like here, I'm going to dive back into the management console. And in order to navigate to our sequences, you just jump into mail. And from here in sequences, you can either edit an existing email sequence, or you can create a new one to capture reviews. So from here, we have different templates to start off with here with Okendo. So it can be a single review request or a review request with a reminder, or you can leverage one of our integrations with like Klaviyo or Attentive. I'll do this one with a reminder here. And once that sequence is created, you're able to edit each step of the sequence. So this email sequence will trigger once an order has been fulfilled, and that's flagged through Shopify. From what's a nice bit of functionality too is, say if you're working with a client who maybe it's never captured reviews, but they've been transacting for over a year, you can do something called a look back campaign. And you can have this these emails be sent to any order that was fulfilled based off that start date. So it's a great way to get an initial cohort of reviews for someone who's just getting started for the first time. And so once that sequence is triggered, we'll go ahead and we'll hit the wait step. From here, you can pick this wait step to start either after fulfillment or even delivery time. This is great for reducing friction with their clients' customers. You know, the worst experience is getting a review request email when the product has been lost or is delayed or something like that. You can increase the wait time too. Say if you have like, if you're shipping out like a sofa that needs to be assembled or a table, and you know it's going to take them a little bit of time to do that, you can bump that up. And from here, you can, once the wait step is satisfied, it will send the email out or forward it to, you know, whatever integration we have with like a Klaviyo or an Attentive. We do have some email editing capabilities here at Okendo. In case you don't use an email service provider, we're able to send that out through our platform too. From here, since we did pick the review request sequence with a reminder, this sequence will actually have another wait step, you know, to wait 7 days or about a week. And from there, we'll use the conditional split to see if a customer has left an email or not. If they have, if the customer has left a review or not. If they have, then great, we'll end the sequence. If not, then we'll send another email. Some folks will even do like conditional split with text message marketing. So it can be like, if they haven't submitted a review, you can see if they've consented to text message marketing. And if they have, you know, have Attentive send the text message. So once the customer receives that text message or email, there'll be a call to action for them to leave a review, typically in the form of a button. And from there, they'll be driven to a capture page. It's another way that you can layer on some services onto your retainer or with your client, is by optimizing and modifying the look and feel of this capture page. Once again, very similar to the display widget we showed earlier, you can use our auto styler or change the look and feel of the app by, you know, going into the style section. From here, you'll see that the customer is prompted to leave a review. So love it, amazing. They can add a photo or video directly. And on mobile devices, this will actually open up the camera application on your phone. Same goes with profile pictures as well. And here, whatever attribute data you've set up in the initial implementation of the app will also be showcased here in the capture page. And this is all single tap and optimized for a mobile device, really easy to do. Single scroll as well. You can even have them select their country too. There we go. And then once the customer's gone through the capture form, they'll agree and submit the review. And when they're doing that, they're actually agreeing to our terms and conditions, stipulating you can leverage the media content throughout your website and social media channels. So it's great a way to generate additional UGC content for your website. So if you identify that as a pain point for one of your clients, it's a really easy way to tap into the evangelism in their community and to get more content for them to leverage. Once that's complete, we have an optional second step here. We call this like a last chance step, right? Like basically if they leave a review and you see that they didn't leave a photo, it's your second chance to ask them to leave a photo or a video. You can also layer in an incentive like loyalty points or a coupon code if they do that. And then once the review has been finalized and submitted, they'll land on this landing page. They'll be prompted to shop, you know, recommended product here. They'll also be prompted to leave a review about the brand itself, which is great for SEO. And if they have more products in their basket, you know, they'll be asked to review the other products that they purchased. Rewards are a great way to incentivize folks to leave these reviews in the first place. Here at Okendo, we offer coupons out of the box. These coupons are powered by Shopify's couponing engine. We have 4 different tiers of coupons. And you can get really nitty gritty with the details here. You can have these coupons be, a percentage off. If you want to give like a 25% discount, it's probably too high, maybe 15. Or you can give a fixed dollar amount, like $25. You can have these coupons expire after a certain amount of time. Say if it's Black Friday coupon and you want them to expire before the end of the year, you can make it like 40 days or so. You can restrict it based off basket size too, or you can even restrict it based off a Shopify collection. And so we have 4 different tiers available for coupons, and based off of how engaged the customer is being, you can have those coupon amounts increase. So if they just leave a review, it can be like $5 off or 10% off your next order. Or if they leave a review with a video, you can give them a 20% off coupon. In addition to coupons, we also integrate with various loyalty providers like Loyalty Lion, Smile.io, Rise.ai, and others, so that you can leave loyalty points in lieu of a coupon code. Once you've captured the review from the customer, it'll land into this moderation section. And from here, we got one that has a photo. From here, your clients can moderate the content. So they can either publish the review, and once this is published, it'll also fire off our Google integration as well if they're on the growth plan or higher, so that it syncs to Google. You can reject a review if it's spammy or irrelevant to your brand. There's a sentiment analysis too, which will crawl the copy within this review and indicate if it's positive, negative, mixed or neutral. And you can actually use the sentiment analysis within Klaviyo and Incentive to create audiences or create those more advanced flows as well. So, if you receive a review of a negative flow, maybe they get an email from the CEO, for example. You can respond directly to reviews from the Okendo platform, and these responses can be public on the PDP, or they can be a private email to the customer. We also integrate with Gorgeous, Zendesk, and Customer, the reviews help desk app, so that you can automatically create a help desk ticket if if it's like a 3-star review or lower, or whatever parameter you set up. And for the marketing shops out there, you can actually click into details, and you can actually leverage the media content here within your Facebook Ads Manager. If you hit create an ad here, it'll automatically inject all the content, the written copy and the media content to that ad manager, so you can create either paid campaigns or you can share that organically. And let's say if you get a review that has, a piece of media content, which is inappropriate, it's really easy to hide that image. And the same goes with, profile picture. If you have like a weird Facebook profile picture, you can go ahead and hide that too. So a lot of levers your brand will be able to pull in the moderation section. So jumping back into the deck presentation, I wanted to review pricing together. So our most popular plan is definitely our Power Plan. It's going to be $299 a month, and only for merchants who are up to 5,000 orders or less. This is a plan that's going to have our Klaviyo integration available, and that's just really great for supercharging marketing efforts. It'll also have the dedicated success manager, and Okendo can step in and do the full design customization. A lot of times agencies will prefer to do the full design customization, and if that's the case, then Growth Plan is also a great fit too. We can still support the installation of the app behind the scenes, and the Growth Plan does come with the attribute ratings and the Google Shopping integration too. It's important to note as well that all of our plans are month to month, so customers are able to upgrade as they see fit. They can pick things off of Growth Plan, and once they, really hit the ground running, they can move up to Power. We even have some seasonal brands, let's say like a swimsuit brand. They might want to go Power for the summer, but then power down during the winter time. Totally fine. We want to give brands that accessibility and flexibility. When it comes to conversation starters with your clients to really gauge whether or not they're interested in Okendo or if it'd be a good fit for them, some keywords to listen for are definitely UGC for social proof, photos, videos, etc., conversion rate optimization, and zero-party data. These are all definitely the strongest areas of Okendo. When it comes to services that are relevant to add Okendo to, definitely email and SMS marketing is number one. we're able to do a lot with Klaviyo in particular. I'll show you a bit of our Klaviyo integration. You saw an example of flows earlier, but you can also design the look and feel of review request sequence emails in Klaviyo and A/B test them. You can sync that customer attribute data into Klaviyo to really build those curated audience segments. And for any existing email flows that you have in Klaviyo, you can enrich that with social proof or enhance it. So this is an example of an abandoned product campaign where we're injecting the abandoned product dynamically with the social proof in the form of star rating and number of reviews. You can also add in testimonials of product reviews directly into the emails. This is great for improving like click-through rate and conversion of your email campaign. So definitely email and SMS marketing, especially like Klaviyo or Attentive. Web design is great. A lot of the times, brands put a lot of emphasis into the look and feel of their website. And it's just the worst thing when you see a piece of technology just thrown in there and they can not do much with the design element. You can do a lot with the look and feel of Okendo. And SEO. When it comes to SEO, reviews are a really great way to boost organic traffic to your website. Reviews are really just chock full of organic keywords with high intent from users. Other products that are relevant to add Okendo to, definitely Klaviyo and Omnisend, Attentive and PostScript, a lot of these dedicated marketing channels for brands, and also brands that are typically like post-purchase applications. So think like Gorgeous, Loyalty Lion, and Smile. And we have a great integration with TapCard as well, where we're able to showcase and display reviews within the mobile app developed by TapCard. Now, if you want to partner, there's a couple different tracks to do that. Typically what we've seen is if a client mentions one of those keywords we just went through, you can connect with both your client and Okendo to see if it'd be a good fit. Client, our partner is Okendo. They do X, Y, and Z. Would you like an introduction? And also going us too to say like, hey, this merchant is in the beauty vertical. Do you have other brands in similar category, et cetera? We'll send you some helpful collateral too. From here, it can either go through the referral only track where, you can just introduce us to the customer and we can do the full product demo walkthrough, billing negotiation, et cetera from there and get them onboarded. Or if you prefer to do the implementation, we can take more of a supportive role in providing you with any assets that you need. And of course, we can join you with any demo calls, et cetera, but we'd take more of a behind the scenes supportive role as you go about implementing the technology and closing the deal. And when it comes to our partnership benefits, there's many different benefits available, but here are the top 6. We offer revenue sharing to all of our agency partners, and that's for the lifetime of any new customers that you refer to Okendo. In order to keep track of all those referrals, we actually have a custom-built partner portal where you can submit leads into and track payouts, and we have resources available too. You get dedicated priority support in the form of either myself or my counterpart on the West Coast. And we'll escalate any of the items for your clients to our support teams internally. We have many co-marketing opportunities in the form of webinars, case studies, and other blog posts. We even do intimate events based off of region as well. You get exclusive access to our early adopters program so that you can test beta features with your clients before they're available to the general public. And we provide a lot of partner training for our partners too. And these typically come in the form of like workshops or lunch and learns. We're always happy to host lunch and learns. These are just some examples of how we've featured our partners in the past. We have a partnership directory, which all of our certified Okendo partners get listed in. This is the first step for any client referrals out to our partners is we will direct them to the directory with a few recommendations. We can also feature you in our blog post. This is a partner spotlight series that we do like about quarterly, where we'll interview different partners and typically do like a video interview with them based off of their area of expertise. We love thought leadership initiatives and showcasing our partners as thought leaders in the e-commerce space. And of course, we'll amplify all of these efforts through our social accounts. So for the partner spotlight series, We created snappy video content that we posted across LinkedIn, and all of the partners involved in the campaign shared that piece of content. Awesome. So when it comes to the track of becoming an expert partner with Okendo, typically takes about 1 to 2 months. Of course, we don't expect you guys to start sharing the solution with all of your clients on day one. Really want to take more of a tinker and test phase. So for the first 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to be setting you up with partner enablement sessions, such as a lunch and learn and a partner demo. We'll also set you up with a complimentary sandbox account so that you can test Okendo and play with the design and sequences, etc. Once that phase moves forward, we'll typically do a beta with your first client or two, where we'll have an extended free trial for about 30 to 60 days. And we'll help you with the code selling and the installation of the app, even design customization. As much support as you want from our team is what we'll provide. From there, we'll work on a go-to-market strategy by leveraging exercises such as account mapping to really understand like what your active pipeline looks like, and for your current client base, gauge interest for Okendo. We're also always happy to do third-party validation for any prospects that you have in your funnel who might be Okendo clients. We're happy to put in a good word for our partners. And once that 60-day phase is complete, at this point, we would have a dedicated partnership together with hopefully a few mutual clients. And from here, we typically look at marketing opportunities. Awesome. So that's the presentation. I wanted to outline a few next steps that you could all take here. Number one, you can definitely learn more about our partnership program by going to our website or following this link in the deck. Number two, we have many customer success stories available online of our customers, and they typically all highlight some agency and the impact that they had on their client's business. And you can always schedule a discovery call with me to further explore partner opportunities or to have a more comprehensive demo. So definitely feel free to email me directly at lewis.espinal@okendo to set up a discovery call, or you can reach out to Alex, Glenn, or Melissa here on the call. And you can scan this QR code as well to connect with me on LinkedIn and reach out to me there. Awesome.
Killer, man.
So I'll open it up to you, Alex, for Q&A.
Yeah, definitely want to hear a little bit about the Klaviyo setup and what Klaviyo agencies specifically are doing between Okendo, creating campaigns around it, obviously optimizing their clients' Klaviyo builds using Okendo data.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super easy to do. It's from the Okendo side, you go into the mail sequence, and then you just create a new sequence, and you create this Klaviyo sequence from here. Once it's set up, you would need to set up these initial 2 steps of, when you want the start date for this trigger to go and the wait time. Typically it's based off delivery, and then it will send that trigger to Klaviyo. And so from in Klaviyo, I don't have a Klaviyo demo account here, but from in Klaviyo, it'd be a trigger, and then you can design the email from there to go out, and you can set up different flows, just like we had in this example, based off that. But we do have Klaviyo. Our Klaviyo integration is one of our key differentiators for sure. Let me go ahead and showcase a bit of content that we have on that. We have a lot of content available online. A moment here.
To the help doc here.
Yeah.
Help doc is.
Yeah, I know. We have a whole library of Klaviyo stuff, but I should have it say library. Well, I could pull it up after and email it to you guys. But we have countless ways to add, kind of reviews to event card emails, etc. And I can include that in the deck presentation for sure.
Here's the support link, the help desk article on it. Some good information, some screenshots, a little bit of
there we go.
Attributes that you'll want to customize. And then anything
Exactly.
else that's unique that agencies, I mean, what's your kind of favorite unique thing that agencies are doing right now on top of Okendo? Is there anything really unique
Yeah.
spotted that you really liked? Any campaigns or any sort of
Yeah.
customization, anything at all?
Yeah. You know what? Let me pull up the slide from another deck. One of my favorite things that agencies are doing right now is with social media. Got like a UGC mashup ad. And basically, you can take like, say, 10 pieces of media content from different reviews from your customers, maybe video, cut them all together, make it really snappy. Think of like a TikTok video, and then create a paid social campaign on it on either Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat. It's really high engagement, really fun. It's all testimonials directly from your customers interacting with the product. And you can even have the review in the copy. So definitely leveraging your customer reviews and UGC in paid or organic social posts. And it doesn't have to just be one review, right? You can mix and match a whole bunch of them to really get the evangelism across the board.
Yeah, reviews marketing as a service. That's another way to look at this. So setting up and optimizing and connecting Okendo, I would say, is one side of it. So if you're more of a technical agency that's doing more of the integration setup, and maybe you're building the stores, that would be where you would, I would say, fit in, where you would set up the Okendo account, optimize it accordingly, connect it with Klaviyo, connect it with anything else that the client has. If you're more on the marketing side or both, you could set up reviews marketing as a service. That would still include the setup of Okendo, but then you would be offering the addition of taking good reviews, wrapping them up into social posts, and maybe even including those in the PPC campaigns that you're running for those same clients. Very
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
No, absolutely. And with PPC as well, we've seen huge return on ad spend. We're certified Google partners here in Okendo, so you can go ahead and add your star ratings, number of views to any like product listing ads you're doing. And I just found the collection of articles here for Okendo and Klaviyo, our integration together. And there are multiple different guides that really dig into, how to leverage customer data with this integration, maximize your store traffic, build brand, like have referral flows. So it's available on our website. It's great for any email marketing agency.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So this will include some of these links to help you kind of figure out where you want to be and what you want to do with it. But the main thing is see where it fits into your client stack. You can even reach out to the clients and see what's going on with their reviews. If they have a reviews provider, what they're doing with it, find out kind of like a temperature of where everyone's at in your book of business. See if it's right for your clients, run the qualification steps. You mentioned some of the qualification parameters in those slides. If it is right for you, start with the partnerships angle. That's what we recommend. Talk to Louise first. Make sure that you have support from their team to get this going. If you haven't done this yet, it is new. It is something that you'll want to make sure that you both have the support, but also have a bigger picture in mind. So yes, you want to sell a service that clients are actively in need of, but scratch your own back, get the additional benefit of the co-marketing, co-selling, additional support, all the stuff that you can do as a partner of Okendo. They have a fantastic partner program and they advertise their partners all over the place, which is always great to see. So, and if you are a Partner Hub user, you can find Okendo in your backlog. And I'm going to put a link here. So you can check out Okendo's profile in Partner Hub and deploy it out of there. So you get instant access to all the partner benefits and a place to manage the relationship. Okay. Anything else, Luis, that we didn't touch on? I think we hit on just about all the important things.
We got it all. Yeah, definitely connect with me on LinkedIn if you guys want to continue the conversation. Shoot me an email. And of course, Alex or Melissa can also facilitate a connection too. And you can, like Alex said, find us in your backlog and Partner Hub and connect there. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, brother. Take care.